Hey everyone, this video is about me going over the Season 24 rewards for Fallout 76, the season as a whole, and each individual reward page. Shoot a mini nuke at the like button, share it with an obscure relative or a neighbor you hate, show it to your pets. Rip Daring and the Cryptids from Beyond the Cosmos. My first opinion is that Bethesda's idea team, concept team, whomever came up with this should be fired. They must have run out of ideas because it seems like they're throwing 3 different themes into this season and hoping that it sticks. This next update is called The Backwoods, which again has nothing to do with Rip Daring and the Cryptids from the Cosmos or Beyond the Cosmos. I'm sure Bethesda doesn't understand what a cryptid even is, or for sure a cryptozoologist, but that's another story. I think they missed an opportunity here. They have the Burning Springs update. I think they could have carried it over to this season. If you wanted to use a flashy character like Rip Daring, you could have even used maybe the character that Cooper Howard plays in the TV show. I don't mean the ghoul, I mean the character that Cooper Howard plays in the movie that we see him acting in. Maybe that character is like a Western John Wick in a movie franchise. And much like we see in a lot of the comics within the Fallout universe, maybe you introduce that character into the game. Or another way to go is Wendy Parks, who is in Burning Springs. We waited so long for her to get into the game because she was supposed to be in Skyline Valley and never made it there. But she's a cryptid hunter. Let's get to her background. Let's see what we can do. Add her into a scoreboard. And anything that you can't get in the scoreboard during the season, you can get at her shop for gold later. Because I'm sorry if you are one who collects all the snow globes. For somebody to have snow globes that you get for gold, for me, isn't kind of worth it. And with the introduction of Bigfoot, that would be perfect to coincide with Wendy, as well as keep the momentum of the Burning Springs going. I'm a fan of aliens and the various things that Fallout does, and I know the Zetans are iconic in the Fallout lore, but because we get invaders from beyond often, and the atomic shop gets flooded with stuff, and yes, I do own a lot of those alien stuff, I just don't think we have to keep going with it. I think let's do something different. You have an opportunity with this Burning Springs. Let's add more to it. This season reminds me of how they do the atomic shop, where they can't make a new bundle, so they take one piece from this bundle, one piece from that bundle, and call it a new bundle. So I think there was a lot of leftover rewards from some other seasons, and they just put it together. And whatever those rewards were, that's where they came up with the name. I really wish they would have continued something with the new Ohio expansion. I know the Bigfoot is the Ohio Grassman, so that would have been cool, but Also, one of the things that it seems like happens is that content in the game dies out for two reasons. One, it's a bug and they can't get rid of the bug, like in Skyline Valley, or that they just release a large chunk of the content and then forget about it. I am so sorry for the ranting. Let's get back to the original task at hand and go over the rewards for the season. Okay, so page 1, we have the Bloody Space Helmet, which is an actual reskin. It's just bloodied. Bloody Spacesuit, again reskin with blood on it. Score boost for Fallout First members. A UFO fishing bob mod. Don't know why that has to be a Fallout First. That could totally be for everybody. I don't understand. 200 atoms, first page, that's great. Superb bait, that's cool. I actually love the Space Cow icon. I do like the alien ammo box. Obviously, it's for Fallout First because it has to be, because it's an ammo box. It'll go good in my Enclave camp build I have. I don't think you need camp titles because I just think if whatever the player named his camp, if you can display that to the other players, that would work fine. So on this page, you have the alien warning signs, which is okay. Starlight Drive-In marquee, that's okay. And the alien patch icon, that's okay. Those are three things that are decent on that page. I wouldn't even say decent for free-to-play players. I think it's not really that great of a reward. So Fallout First members here get 200 atoms. They already get 1,600 atoms each month. I think giving free-to-play players atoms during the season, I think will keep people playing and grinding the season. And I think in long term it will make Bethesda more money. Okay, so this one has a little bit more for free to play. The aid box, obviously, Fallout First has to be. I don't see why you have to make the icons Fallout First. Atoms, perfect for everyone. The Bigfoot is, yeah, it's cool. It'd be a good just for a statue. I don't use them for display anyway. And I like the fact that the alien is a prefix and a suffix. And as always, love the Flatwoods monster. The Healing Arch looks pretty good. I don't know what it is. Many people think it might be a reskin of the Symptomatic, in which case, free-to-play people won't be missing out. Again, Fallout First atoms. Boost for Fallout First. Lunchboxes, which are great, especially when you're trying to grind for XP. Although it would have been better for 4 lunchboxes. That way you get the max benefit of that. Stamps, I think it's... I wish it wasn't only 10. But at least I'm glad that we're getting stamps in there. The alien scrap box, well, you might as well have all 3 if you were getting them. Ammo, scrap, and aid box. I think space could be either or prefix or suffix. So the fur carpet would be amazing if it had more texture. It's burnt sienna, and it probably has a lot of black dots to make it look like it's fur carpet. The Bigfoot title, I like that. Survival cache, I don't know what that even is. Considering it's for everybody, it probably is a skin for your backpack, but I'm not sure. As far as the Rip Daring neon wall sign, I'm not really a big sign guy, although lighting for me is a thing, so If it throws off some decent lighting, I might be able to put it into a wall. So 5 nuclear key cards, definitely worth it, especially for me. I do like to drop nukes from time to time, especially since I still haven't gotten the Ultra Sight calibrated shocks from the Scorched Earth event. And you got 200 atoms, which is perfect for free to. Page 6. Okay, Daring Devil Pip-Boy paint. It is what it is. I don't see a point. You don't see it that often. You see the outline if you even use that. Again, more atoms for Fallout First members. I love the Smiling Man patch. So the Smiling Man is a representation of Indrid Cold, who has connection to Point Pleasant, Mothman, and a lot of the events that took place around Point Pleasant back in the 1960s. So he actually looks pretty good for 140 something years old. The Ranger Obsidian paint looks like basically a skin for the Ranger armor that you get with Fallout First. I'm not sure what the alien display is. Is it something that displays something specific? It would be cool if whatever you put in there kind of hovered in place. Alien suffix, I think that could be either prefix or suffix. Like extraterrestrial goblin, extraterrestrial cat. So 100 gold for 15 is not bad. I don't like saying the word bullion for some reason. It doesn't roll off my tongue right. I probably pronounce it wrong. So I always say just gold, so I will continue to say just gold. So back on page 3, the gold there says gold X for 15 tickets. I think it's 100 and they just forgot to put the 100 in. Okay, the big one, the Phoropter, or however you might want to pronounce that. This I think was from Fallout 4. In there I believe it increased the happiness of the settlement by a little bit. I'm not sure what it's going to do here. Maybe increase one of your specials. I'm not sure. I do know that it is for everybody, so I'm glad that's a thing. I don't know what Unknown Origins curio cabinet is. I'm sure it's some type of producer, like the curio cabinet that you can get in the Atomic Shop every now and then. This sugar-free Nuka Shine icon, that's okay. Atoms for everybody, that's always awesome. RIP prefix, that's cool. Bigfoot's camp title, whatever. Jersey Devil icon is very cool. Even if you're not a fan of the Jersey Devil, it still looks pretty cool. Although Bethesda's getting very close to what a Jersey Devil is said to look like. I think Bethesda needs to realize that not all cryptids look like goats. Okay, this is page 8. We're getting through this. Framed house kit. This, I believe, is Bethesda's way of saying free to play, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the frame, but none of the walls. Guinevere's, more Fallout First atoms. Scout banners and stamps, great. The perk coin times 50 for 15. That's great because normally 25 for 75. Mothman icon I like. I'll get that for sure. The cryptid from Beyond Cosmos, the frame, I don't care about that. This taxidermy, it looks cool. Doesn't need to be Fallout First though. Page 9. Some of the stuff looks pretty good. Atoms for free to play, love it. Weather Station, Fallout First. Cryptid Hunter, prefix, suffix, love it. Grafton Monster, awesome. Rerolls, Mystery Magazine, cool. 5,000 caps, that's great. I do like the armor. Kind of looks sleek. I know it's only a skin, but it also looks It kind of looks a little bit like the light up armor. I'm not sure exactly the name of that light up armor, but the shoulders look similar. The helmet kind of looks similar. I wonder if this is going to make noise like the Liberty Prime and the Lady Liberty Prime does. And the Captain Cosmos, I think, also makes some noise as well. I do like the Abduction Stein. I don't see me displaying all my Steins just to put that out, though. I'm not sure what the weather station looks like, but it would be cool if a UFO appeared above your camp. The glowing cat is definitely cool looking. It looks like the Sphinx with glow to it. You don't have to worry about the texture. I was really disappointed when the ragdoll cat did not have a lot of fur to it, and it just looked like they changed the color. Pip-Boy display stand. I didn't know you were able to display your Pip-Boy, so that might be something new that they're doing, which would explain all the skins. Orange tarp roof kit. That seems like something that they may have forgot to put in last season with all the Raider stuff. But anything camp is cool for me. 10 stamps for 75 tickets. Armed Prefix. I could see a lot of funny titles coming out. Armed Housewife, Armed Cat. I see a lot of things coming out with armed as a prefix. Rip Daring's camp title. Huh. Guinevere in space icon. Okay, the mountain retreat home. Well, it definitely looks a little different than the other retreats. I'm worried about its size. Now, of course, any prefab as a season reward is worth it. I have the Woodland Retreat, and it is so big that you will take up budget before you furnish and decorate the whole entire place. The budget cost for the actual prefab usually isn't that much. It's just that if you don't have a lot of stuff to stick in there, and or you just want to have a base that you can go back to, break things down, there's going to be a lot of empty space that is wasted. When I first got to Woodland Retreat, the camp restrictions, the height wasn't changed yet. So I couldn't place anything into the attic. And that was an issue for a very long time before just recently. With the winter retreat, it's not as tall. I was having a little issue with the weather actually coming into the roof for a while. So let's see if this has any bugs. So bonus page 2. This may just be me being selfish or greedy or whatever word you want to use there. But I really wish that everything on this page was less tickets. Even if it's by 25 tickets less, it would be better. I often get the perk coin, 25 for 75. So if you go back to page 7, it's 50 for 15. Everything on this page you can always get infinitively until the end of the season. So as long as you have the tickets, you can purchase it over and over and over. So as far as the atoms are concerned, for 250, I can understand that from a business perspective. You don't want people buying stuff from the Atomic Shop for basically stuff that they did during game. But the stamps already are really tough to grind in game. It's very tough to even get to rank 150 on the scoreboard. In case you don't know how it works and how you can get up high on the scoreboard, there are 3 ways from rank 1 to 100, and that is doing your weeklies, doing your dailies, and grinding XP. For every 10,000 XP you get, it gives you more points on the scoreboard. So from level 101 to 150, it's dailies, weeklies, and then you also have to, every 3 events you do will give you a little boost on the scoreboard. So pre-level 100, for every 10,000 XP you get 100 points, not including any boosts. Now, if you're running West Tech with a bunch of XP boosts on you, you can get 10,000 XP every other or every 3rd kill. Then, after rank 100, every 3 public events you complete will give you 250 points before boosts. So prior to Burning Springs update, you received about 250 scoreboard points per hour. Now with Burning Springs, you can use the headhunts to gain points more frequently. So now that you know how to do that, you can see it's really tough for the average player to get up to 150. So I think you could just reduce some of the cost ticket-wise on bonus page 2. I think I need a nap after that. So in conclusion, I don't think there's a lot of great stuff in this season. I could be mistaken once I get the item and try it out and see what it's like. And some of the items may be better than they appear. But I do think the retreat, the mountain retreat, is going to be great for people who don't have Fallout First and don't get a lot of atoms. You can get a prefab for your camp only at the cost of grinding the scoreboard for 3 months. Now, I have Fallout First. I'm not a fan of them putting a lot of Fallout First only rewards in the scoreboard, because the more casual player will be less inspired to grind the scoreboard if it's not stuff there that they can get. And they may be less likely to play. Now, for myself, if I don't have anybody to play with in a multiplayer game, I'll get bored. Thank you for watching the video. Please smash the like button, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, and join my Discord. The link will be in the description below.